You're listening to Guts and Grind with Siju and Sajin, making the real estate journey accessible to anyone.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Guts and Grind. You are watching episode 46. My name is Sajin Abraham. I am here with Siju Koshi. Siju, how's life treating you, man?
Life is busy. By the time this thing posts, I mean, kids will be back in school, but they just started school, so it's super busy here. So
yeah,
but all good stuff though, just kind of grinding away, real estate, the market's hot, but life's just busy. It's good.
Yeah, no, that's busy's good. I always view it as like that's a good thing to stay busy because it keeps the ball rolling, right? I mean, when I get lazy, man, it's like you get sit in front of that TV and you're like, oh, real estate, oh, work, oh, kids' school, oh, it's good to get on the grind and keep it rolling, Busy's good. Busy's good. Too busy, maybe that's not good, right? Like you have to take a step back, but
it's like I tell my kids, there's a balance for everything, right? There's,
exactly.
you got to make sure you're going to have your busy time sometimes. And I feel like that now, but, I'm sure it eases out too, but ebbs and flows. So just
exactly
balance. Everything's about balance.
And that's key, man. I think you have to take advantage of the season you're in, like recognize what season you're in and take full advantage of it.
100%.
Because it's not always going to be busy. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be like a chill season or whatever. So just when you're in it, enjoy it and then move on to the next one. Right. So it's all good stuff. So, all right. If you are watching this and if you're watching this in order, you're on episode 46. This is like a season wrap up, right? It's not a series wrap up. It's a season wrap up. And so season 2 is multiple series. It was season 1. Let's just dive into it. Let's just dive into the summary, right? Season 1 or series 1 is talking about how to get your first property. And so we go through like a laundry list of things that need to be done. And we go into detail. So I'm not going to like go through every single piece, but it started back in episode 28. So you can imagine like we're at 46 right now, right? So from 28 to 45, we were breaking down every single step that it takes to get into a property. And so, please like feel free to go back and watch that stuff. But we talk about getting your money right, finding a lender, finding a realtor, and all the intricacies that are involved in each step. And so that's basically what series 1 was about.
Series 2, again, of this season of just how to acquire properties, all about what to do when your offer's been accepted, right? So we went from all the details about earnest money, option period, inspections, how do you renegotiate a deal, which is super key. And then we kind of went into some of the lender details of underwriting. I think we've put out some key terms out there that you can actually learn, and then what to do on your closing day whenever you're about to acquire that property. So that's episodes 35 to 39.
Yeah, definitely go back and watch that stuff. I mean, I would highly recommend it because it's like, and again, like I don't want to say that we're experts, but we've been through this process multiple times. And so we're just sharing what we know. And so, like in that process, so keep that in mind when you're watching this stuff. But I feel like there's a lot of good gems in there that you could like take away and kind of use that in your life as well. So like Sid, you said, that was the end of series 2 and that bled right into series 3 where we talk about you bought a house and now what do you do, right? You own this house now. What are the steps to get started and like, what do you do to make it ready and like listing the property on the MLS and things like that. So that was kind of the summary of series 3 and that was episodes 40 to 42.
Series 4, the final gamut is getting that tenant. So we actually show how to screen a tenant. What are some of the tips to, look for when it comes to people that you probably need to avoid and people that you probably need to lean towards, right? And how to establish that lease agreement and key items to kind of cover with your tenant whenever you're finally handing the keys to them, because ultimately they're going to be taking care of your property. And this is kind of where you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor, which is not just getting the property, buying it, prepping it, but you want to get somebody in there and paying your mortgage and building up your investment. So as Saj said, we've kind of taken you from literally beginning to end. Each series is about 20 minutes for those of you guys who haven't joined us. And it's very digestible if you're in a car, if you're driving somewhere, and a 20-minute commute, you can get through one of our episodes. So feel free to educate yourself. And what's nice about these episodes, and me and Saj always talk about it, is they're evergreen. I feel like this has been the process for decades. We're not creating something new. We're just finding exposure to it, right? So these are things you can actually go back to, not just to buy your investment property, but if you want to buy your first home, if you want to buy, your first live-in home, you can actually follow a lot of these same processes as well.
Yeah. And the goal really, for me personally, the goal of this podcast is to make it an easier process. Like it's easy to look at this and be like, oh, it's so daunting to buy a house, and not only just to buy a house, but then to be a landlord and all that kind of stuff. But if you take it as step by step and like small little bites, it's way easier to do. And it's not that daunting. Like we're just normal people. Sid, you and I are just normal people, and we're able to do it. And so we just want to encourage you guys, y'all could do it as well. Like this is very doable, and it's a great way to build your wealth. I've always viewed real estate as the poor man's way of building wealth because anyone could do it. And the laws in this country kind of encourage you to do it. Like they want you to be homeowners. They want to like, there's so many benefits, tax benefits and things like that. So again, like we just want to encourage you to move forward. If you have an inkling, I don't want to say this is for everybody, but anyone can do it. Right.
Yep.
And so if you have that inkling, if you have that feeling of like, man, I think I need to get into real estate, I just encourage you, give it a try. Like, and you never regret educating yourself. Like we're one podcast, but there's many podcasts out there. And I would recommend like just surround yourself around the people that do this stuff, surround your mind with the knowledge that, that's floating around about this, so you could kind of get ideas of what you can do, what's possible. And that's basically it. That's the wrap of season 2. I hope you enjoyed it. We have a lot more in store. We're going to be working on season 3. We're really excited about it because it's a different format that we're doing. I won't give away too much, but yeah, we're excited. I hope you stay on for the ride. Please subscribe, put on that notification, like share with your friends. And also more importantly, please comment. Let us know what you're thinking. If you have any thoughts, suggestions on what you want to hear in the future, we'd love to hear it because we want to grow as well. This is not just us talking to you guys, but we want it to be a conversation where we're all working on together, right? We want to grow as well. So we're putting it all out there. So we want y'all to give as well, right? So anything more to add, Siju?
Nothing else. I think you kind of summarized it really well, and time is money. So, jump on it. This is the time for you guys to, get out there, learn, put yourself up, just like Saj said, but you summarized it well. And hopefully you guys follow us, subscribe us, and join us for next season.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Take care.
Take care. Peace.
Thanks for listening to Guts and Grind with Siju and Sajin. Be sure to tune in next time.